great pleasure and privilege to be with you this evening on this very first episode of Tax Matters. I am Olumuyiwa Makiliko. Today and every Wednesday at 10 Tax Matters will reach you from NTA 3 your Tax Matters will be entirely devoted to taxation issues. Tax Matters will inform, educate, and enlighten the tax-paying public on the various taxes payable in Nigeria, the mode of payment, and where to pay. Tax Matters will simplify taxation issues. Tax Matters will serve as a clearinghouse of ideas amongst taxation practitioners and between them and the tax-paying public. Tax Matters will highlight the contribution of taxation to economic, political, and social development. Tax Matters will strive to reduce conflict and friction arising from tax assessment, collection, and payment.
It is more. We must discuss it. We must dialogue on it. We must find ways of getting to understand taxation throughout, including the law. It's not very exciting. So we need to make it more interesting. And by relating to the situation in the country today, we can make it more interesting.
As you can see, you also see the need for Tax Matters. You may then ask, what is taxation? What is tax?
As we all know, taxation plays a very crucial role as an important weapon in the fiscal armory of many nations. Apart from that, generating needed revenue for economic development, taxation is often used to repress economic misbehavior of the citizenry, such as conspicuous consumption and undue debt for foreign goods.
What is a tax? Tax is a compulsory levy imposed by government through its agents, for which it is not found to offer service or consideration. Three basic characteristics are that it is a compulsory levy, it is imposed by government, and it is for public purpose or to encourage social justice. Broadly, we can classify taxes into direct and indirect taxes. Indirect taxes are generally those that are levied on individuals or institutions. Indirect taxes generally are levied on manufacturers or wholesalers and importers of goods. The canons of a good tax system are that it must be fair and equitable. It should encourage investment decisions. It should encourage a fair allocation of savings among investment opportunities. It should be an incentive to work or for risk-taking in business. It should attract foreign investment or at least avoid capital flight to countries with lower taxes. It should reduce tax evasion and avoidance as well as an underground economy. In other words, it should encourage voluntary compliance. Finally, it should be simple for administration and also for the taxpayers. Taxation is a major policy instrument for the attainment of economic and socio-political goals of growth and development, allocated efficiency, stability and optimum income distribution.
I read that a common definition of taxation is the process in which a compulsory contribution to the support of government is levied from persons, organizations, property, income, commodities, and transactions at a fixed rate proportional to the amount on which the contribution is levied. I will say that fixed rate. I would like to define taxation as a process of creating wealth for the nation through compulsory contribution by corporate and individual persons in a political entity. Taxes, therefore, are not voluntary payments or donations, but are mandatory contributions that are exacted by legislative authorities to defray the cost of providing social amenities by government citizens. One thing is sure, taxes affect all of us, if not through any of them, at least through VAT. And no matter your definition, there is every truth in the adage that only two things are certain in life: death and taxes.
Taxation is the base of any country's development. The resources generated through taxation is the basis for providing infrastructural facilities, for providing protection, for providing for the defense, for water and all the necessities of life. So, we are saying that we want to propagate taxation, that people want to know that taxation is the basis and the root of development of any economy. We have oil resources, but these resources have to be assessed. Once it's taxed, it has to be assessed, and taxes have to pay on them for the development of the country. So that is why we are saying that we want to examine this time around what is the contribution of taxation to develop of the economy. What the role is expected to play? What's the role being expected from the taxpayers? And what role is the administrators of these taxes are expected to perform? And in addition, what is the role of government? So that the populace will know that taxation has come to save this country, and every member of the society must subscribe to it, because that's the avenue for the development of the country.
Our goal: to simplify taxation issues, to educate, to inform, to act as a clearinghouse of ideas on taxation. The medium: NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. The program: Tax Matters. Meet taxation experts on tax matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. It's incisive, informative, entertaining. Tune in to Tax Matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Tax Matters is a must-watch. For sponsorship and advert bookings, contact Tax Matters at 69 Akwata Street, Chomolu, or 30 Makni Road, Saboyaba.
There is a group of men and women trained as tax practitioners. They include tax administrators, in other words, tax collectors who work at various levels of government, federal, state, and local. They also include tax consultants who advise their clients on their tax liabilities as well as their rights and duties under the various tax laws in Nigeria. From May 10 to 13 this year, tax practitioners gathered in Abuja for the 3-day second annual tax conference. It was a serious session at which various matters pertaining to tax matters in Nigeria were tackled. For now, enjoy this beautiful clip in the lighter mood from the second annual tax conference.
Giacomo mi la so, già paghiamo, io mi lo sceroga. Oh, mi la per me, cazzo!
welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, who is really qualified to be addressed as a tax practitioner?
A tax professional is a member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. If anybody who is not a member of the institute calls himself a tax practitioner or a tax administrator, he will be violating Decree 76 of 1992, which sets off the institute. In that decree, qualifications a tax professional must possess is clearly stated, and he or she must be a member of the institute. Just like anybody who has not passed through law school cannot call himself a lawyer. So also, anybody who has not been admitted, a member of the institute, cannot call himself a tax practitioner.
Do you think that the tax profession has come of age in Nigeria? Because we know about accountants, we know about lawyers, of course, it's for obvious reasons, but some of us are just getting used to being confronted with a personality that we will call a tax professional. Are you saying that the profession has come of age in Nigeria?
Yes, it's an evolving profession. I will say that it's new in the country. It has not been new in the advanced economies like Britain. What I can say of tax profession in Nigeria is that since the granting of the charter to the institute in 1992, I can confidently say that as from 1992, the taxation as a profession has germinated in the country. And what we are now doing, including what we are having as tax conference, is just to nurture that seedling to fruition so that it can blossom. So what I will say is that people are now continue to realize that taxation is quite different from accountancy or finance related courses. This is because you may be an accountant, you may be a lawyer, but if you are not biased in taxation and you are not a member of the institute, definitely you may not be able to practice taxation effectively. So taxation has become a profession in the country as of today.
Firstly, let me put it here that the institute is not new. It was set up since 1982 and was chartered 10 years thereafter in 1992. And to date now, it will be close to 18 years. So it's no longer a baby. Well, a chartered tax practitioner or tax administrator, as we call ourselves, the chartered tax practitioner are those who are actually working in practice, whereas the administrator are those who are working in Federal Inland Revenue and so on, who are also member of CITN. And jointly, the two of them put together constitute the membership of the CITN. The tax administrator is a public or civil servant, as they call themselves, but in tax, in the Federal Inland Revenue, and their own main job is receiving the assessment, receiving and reviewing the computation submitted by the tax practitioner, who in most cases are offshoot or an arm of a firm of chartered accountants. Upon receiving the computation, they will review and raise assessments which the taxpayer pay, after which they will examine the computation and raise any further questions that may become necessary, through which additional tax may become payable.
Purposes, what you is square peg in round holes. People who have no knowledge in accounting talk less of taxation. I don't know what somebody who only has maybe BSc in economics, what has it got to do with tax administration? And the caliber of people that are recruited should be those who belong to the discipline of accountancy and tax. Because let me be frank with you, if you don't have a good accounting knowledge, you find it very difficult to check anybody's books as far as tax is concerned. Taxation and accounting are interrelated. Because a chartered accountant, for example, if you give him a set of books, I mean, with his own training and background, he can always tell you, this won't go through, this is wrong, this is wrong. I mean, unlike somebody who just did either BA French or BSc Economics, you recruit him to work and to go and work in a tax office without giving him proper training. So that's the problem we have. And it's, I can tell you that of recent, we've made recommendations to governments and even the states that if they are recruiting staff for revenue collection or tax assessment, they should ensure that they have people with accounting and taxation background. There will be a lot of improvement.
Our goal, to simplify taxation issues, to educate, to inform, to act as a clearinghouse of ideas on taxation. The medium, NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. The program, Tax Matters. Taxation experts on tax matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. It's incisive, informative, entertaining. Tune in to Tax Matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Tax Matters is a must-watch. For sponsorship and advert bookings, contact Tax Matters at 69 Akwata Street, Chomolu, or 30 Makni Road, Saboyaba.
You are still on to Tax Matters, your very authoritative program on taxation issues. On April 26, 2000, the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria conducted its 4th induction ceremony for newly recognized tax practitioners. It was a grand ceremony.
To the Honorary Treasurer, Mr. G.S. Basheto. The Registrar, Mr. J.S.S. Chogede. Thank you.
The Institute has on its register a total of 3,451 members. This comprises of 401 fellows and 3,050 associates. Mr. President, sir, on this occasion and on behalf of Council, I present to you for admission as associates of the Charity of Taxation of Nigeria yet another 1,020 inductees. To you inductees, I share the joy of living with you as you attain the pinnacle in the taxation practice or administration. Nothing can be more gratifying to the Council of this Institute than to see you do so in your career. Therefore, the application of this qualification will no doubt open doors of opportunity in the practice of the profession for the aspiring ones among you. Congratulate you all for your admission to membership of our great group. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. President. That as a member of the in accordance with the Institute Charter and Laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I congratulate you. Big round of applause. Let's hand to all the members.
Matters spoke to some of the inductees.
How does it feel to be recognized today as a tax practitioner, as a registered tax practitioner?
Oh, it is great. It is great. We have to have a professional in all aspects, especially tax, not especially in the present democratic dispensation. We have to realize all income that is accrued to government. You have to give it to government, and you have to advise all individuals to make sure that they pay their taxes.
Based where?
In Kano and Abuja. I think it's also in Abuja.
Today you have been formally recognized as a tax practitioner. How does it feel?
It's great. It's a nice thing. It's a good development to be appropriate, to be accredited for that matter. So I'm happy really.
How does it feel to be inducted, to be allowed into the ranks of registered practitioners?
Well, this is just a formal induction. I've always been a tax practitioner. By virtue of my profession.
AGO, to simplify taxation issues, to educate, to inform, to act as a clearinghouse of ideas on taxation. The medium, NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. The program, Tax Matters. Meet taxation experts on tax matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on NTA2 Channel 5 Lagos. It's incisive, informative, entertaining. Tune in to Tax Matters every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Tax Matters is a must-watch. For sponsorship and advert bookings, contact Tax Matters at 69 Akwata Street, Chomolu, or 30 Makni Road, Saboyaba. Telephone 01868585. Email taxmatterscom@yahoo.com. Or the marketing manager, NTA2 Channel 5, Amadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Well, viewers, that is all we can take on this very first episode of Tax Matters. But remember to keep a date with us at 10 p.m. next Wednesday on this same station, NTA2 Channel 5. On your way again, stay blessed and pay your taxes.